हेलो फ्रेंड्स। सो लेट अस चेक कि कल बैंक निफ्टी से हम लोग क्या एक्सपेक्ट कर सकते हैं एंड हाउ वाज द प्राइस एक्शन ऑन फ्राइडे। तो यू कैन सी हियर दैट हम लोग ने हमारे पहले वाले वीडियो पे, सो द वीडियो दैट वी डिड फॉर फ्राइडे, वी हैड क्लियरली सेड दैट दिस इज अ very strong demand zone, the rectangle that you see here, and you can expect buying at this point. तो उसी हिसाब से on Friday, although the market went down in the first half, but there was very strong short covering or probably even initiative buying which we saw in the second half, which helped market to close at a respectable level. तो हम लोग अभी क्या देख रहे हैं यहाँ पे कि मार्केट को जो सारे क्यूज मिल रहे हैं अंतर्राष्ट्रीय बाजारों से, स्पेशली इफ यू वर टू लुक एट द यूएस मार्केट, you will get to see कि market is getting a lot of negative cues, but still bank nifty is holding up. So now what can we understand here? So let us see, let us zoom into a slightly smaller time frame of 75 minutes. So here, as we had discussed last time, the market took support at these levels. Market took support at this level of 34,300 to 34,100. But now what can we expect tomorrow? So यहाँ पे आपको एक चीज समझनी होगी कि this market is slightly tilting towards the downward side. The only solace that you have is that it is not moving into a tight channel. तो हम लोग इसमें just plain अगर trend lines निकालेंगे ना, तो आपको ये समझ में आएगा कि these are expanding trend lines and not contracting ones. You can see it here. देखिए, ये ट्रेंड लाइंस है ना, दोनों एक्सपांड हो रही है on the downward side. This means that even if there are swings in the market, there are retracements and pullbacks. These retracements and pullbacks are going to be larger in size, so it may get difficult managing your trades. So what else can you expect here? So yeah, you can see here that the market is in a downtrend, but it has taken support at this critical level which we had highlighted previously. So what can we expect tomorrow is that where are the supports and resistances? That is the first question which any trader needs to ask. Because why? Because these supports and resistances are formed out of decision points of the past. These are points, so you can look at this point, this point, this point. Why are they formed? Because this is the point. This was a resistance, right? After this, this was one more resistance, and this was one more resistance. Why was this a resistance? Because on account of prior experience of a downfall at this particular point, when the market reached this level, people were not sure as to what to do next. So, especially it was a slight bull run before it. Or if you were to look at the past 5 6 candles, it was market was giving bullish signals. But when it came here, people remembered that yes, इसके पहले जब market इस level पे आया था तब बिकवाली हुई थी. So there was absence. So people who had already bought market at this level, they decided to lighten up their positions. And again there were some people who thought that यहाँ पे अगर नीचे गया था तो मैं यहाँ पे शॉर्ट करके फिर से मुझे पैसा कमाने का मौका मिल सकता है. So this is how resistance and support works in short. So that's why this point the market saw a sell off and it again went down, respecting the trend line, and again went up and again took resistance at the same point. So what you can expect tomorrow is that if at all the market opens on a bullish note, which I doubt it will definitely see resistance at this point. So let us mark this point. The market will definitely get to see resistance at around 35,300. This is definite. And what else can you see? So uh, if the opening is very strong, so this is just the case, we will just develop a few cases for the market, and depending on what we get to see on our screens on Monday, we will take our decisions at that time. First, I am considering the bullish scenario. If we get here, then ideally we should be shorting the market because it is in a downtrend, and also because it has clearly shown us that this is a strong resistance point. This point will also be will also give you a resistance from the trend line perspective. If you were to look at this trend line, so this is definitely a sell zone between 35,250 and 35,350. So the most prudent way of playing these kind of scenarios, as I always tell everyone, is to sell calls rather than plainly selling future contracts or buying puts. Because whenever you sell options, even if you are selling nakedly, you do have some room for error. Your mistakes are not given a strict punishment. So you can sell calls or create spreads over here, or else what you can do. So you can either create sell calls, or if the market starts getting into a range over here, you can also sell straddles and strangles. Secondly, what you can do, so what is the other case that we can see, and which has a very high probability of happening? The other case here is that the market can actually open gap down tomorrow. So if you were to look at Dow Jones, let's see how the US market closed. So Dow Jones was down more than 1.5%, and this has been one of the most steep falls in the last few trading sessions, if you were to see. So what you can expect here is that if the market opens down with a gap, then again it will definitely take support between these levels. So now the problem here is that you cannot directly start buying the market at these support levels because the support zone itself has expanded. So previously it was a very small support zone, and market, if you can look at this particular point, this has taken support exactly at this particular demand zone. So if you were to mark this, you will get an exact support over here. So now what is happening is that since the market is also respecting this trend line, it may as well go down to say 33,700 or 33,600 before it takes a serious support. So if the market opens on a downward note, on a bearish note, again I will suggest everyone to, firstly, if the market is going down and if it is consolidating at the down zone, at this in this zone, then wait for some time or sell straddles. You can sell 34,100 calls as well as puts if the market comes at this stage. Or else what you can do is that wait for the market to give you a clear signal. That is the safest strategy. If the market spends a lot of time in this zone, then what you can do is that you can wait for some time, and as soon as it gives a clear positive or a negative signal. So how will the positive signal be? So it will be a sharp up move with good volumes. So if you were to get that kind of a signal, you can enter on the bullish side by either, depending on your risk appetite, by either buying future contracts or by selling puts. Or what you can do is, if it gives a negative signal on a sharp negative signal, then you can again do the same thing. You can either sell futures, or you can sell calls, or you can buy puts depending on your own risk appetite. But let's also just check what are the supports and resistances on the downward side, because this scenario has a very high probability of paying out. So 33,300 is a very strong support on the downward side, and so is this. This is a very strong support, 32,070. But imagine if the market comes down to 32,000 in 1 or 2 sessions, that will be carnage. So that will be coming down almost 4 or 5 percentage points, which is a steep down move. So you never know, it might as well happen. But if this happens, then this is a very good and strong buying zone. You can buy here, you can even buy futures contracts over here. So as I always say, uh, when you trade Bank Nifty tomorrow, keep your risk in mind. Always trade only at the decision points, at supports and resistances. Don't try to guess the market somewhere in between, because these trades will be highly probabilistic and based on luck. So avoid trading in these ones. Trade only at strong supports and resistances, and always manage your risk very well. Trade lighter positions in at least for the next few days, because the market is not giving any clear signals. So I hope this analysis has helped you in some way or the other. If and it is, I'm trying to keep my analysis as unbiased as possible, because being biased is of no use in this market. You will have to develop your opinions as and when the market develops. So if the market is giving you clean bullish signals, then you should be developing a bullish standpoint. And if the market is giving you bearish signals, you should be developing a bearish outlook. There is no use of being a bull or a bear even before the market opens, and that will spoil the day for you. So please respect risk, trade safe, and stay safe. Thank you.